All right, good morning. We are just about to start a little bit of stretching. Might throw in a little bit of yoga for those of you who are at home. Some of our seniors have been on our active aging walk. We just decided we had to relocate the event here to the office. They were doing a little bit of walking around the office in our parking lot where it was nice and safe, and getting a little bit of movement going today. So we're going to go ahead and do a little bit of yoga and stretching. So all you need at home is a chair, preferably with no arms. If you have arms, we'll work around it. But we're going to get started here in just a minute. So, all right, everybody ready? All right. I don't know how to turn my camera around. So this is our group we have for today here. I'm so glad we have folks. All right, I'm going to position my chair right here where they can see me at home. All right. I think I have it. This is our council Facebook page here. Yeah, if you guys don't already follow our Facebook page, I don't know how much y'all get on social media, but we do a lot of communicating through our Facebook page. Also, our chair yoga classes, I always go live with those events, but if you ever want to go back and retake the event, you're at home, you can always pull them up that way too. So it's just another way to access the exercise. So all you have been walking, so we're not going to do much of a warm-up at all. We're just going to try to get a few good stretches in. So one thing I want to do, let's go ahead and start with, let's do our ragdoll of the leg. So we're going to come up underneath your right leg, picking that leg up. Let the weight fall into your hands, and we're going to manipulate that leg with the hands. So the hands are actually doing the movement. It's just a little circular pattern. You make that movement as big or as small as you can do, okay? So if you go larger, you're getting more range, which is better for the hip. But if you need to keep it smaller, you go right ahead. That goes for any movement that we do today. Let's reverse. You may need to make it smaller because you might have some pain in that area, or you just may be limited just because there's not a lot of flexibility in that joint, okay? Very good. Now let that leg just kind of hang, and you'll feel it kind of pull on the shoulders a bit. Awesome, and release. Let's come to the other side. Picking that leg up. Draw that circle. It's kind of nice now. Y'all probably a little hot though from that walk. I've been chilling under here for a few minutes, so. Let's rotate the other way. Now let that leg just hang. Awesome. I want us to also do a good stretch for our hamstrings, the back of our legs. So take your right foot, extend it forward. The heel is to the ground. Come back a bit. Here we go. Heel is to the ground, sitting up nice and tall. Remember, our posture is ears over shoulders, shoulders over hips. Extend that right arm. Take a big deep breath in through the nose. Now exhale, leaning forward from the hips. So you want to keep a strong back, a strong core, and the movement's only coming from the hips. And just hold that stretch. Continue to breathe. Make sure you don't hold your breath. All right, now that we've been sitting here for a second, see if you can kind of get into it a little bit deeper. You may not. That's okay. When you get to that point, you know it, right? Your body's like, it's not going any deeper. Now I want you just to release and roll it up. Loosen up. All right, let's take it to the other side. Extend in the left arm. Deep breath in. Exhale, hinge forward, leaning into that stretch. You may notice some differences from right and left. That is perfectly normal. It lets us know what we need to work on though, right? Good. All right, and release. Very nice. All right, let's hip walk back in our chair. Release, kind of come back in your chair. You can relax that posture. We're going to tuck your right leg in, and I want you to do some ankle circles. Remember, you can grab that leg any way you want. You might prefer to grab underneath. This is really good for increasing circulation in your body, especially if you have what we call edema or swelling in your ankles. This helps mobilize that fluid back up. All right, now rotate the other way. And now point and flex that foot. And release. Good. Other leg. Did y'all have fun on your walk? Other way. Yeah, we would love for walking to be a regular activity for y'all to do as a group. So I know even Gwen and I were chatting. Let's point and flex. You know, the Riverfront Park is a nice area to walk, but obviously I think y'all found out today that even just here in our own area parking lot and walking around the sidewalks is another area where you can walk. All right, and release. Very good. All right, let's work our shoulders a bit. So I want you to come forward in your chair some. I want you to open up through your legs, so a little wider than hip distance. Let's go ahead and rest your left arm on your thigh. Your right arm is going to dangle like a rag doll, okay? And so is your head. You're going to lower that head to dangle. Don't forget to breathe, but I want that arm to be really loose. Now begin to swing it forward and back. Draw a really big circle. Other way. And let it dangle. Now slowly take that right hand to your right knee, left hand to your left knee, and use your hands against your thighs or knees to kind of slowly press yourself back up, one vertebra at a time, bringing head up last, double shoulder roll to loosen up. Very good. How did that feel? Oh, great, didn't it? All right, let's come to the other side. So resting your right arm on the thigh, left arm to the center. Lower your head. I try to think about chin coming closer to chest. Let it dangle. Get relaxed. Now swing that arm forward and back. Draw a very big circle, or as big as you can make it. let's reverse. And just angle that arm. Keep the head down, but go ahead and take your left hand to your knee, right hand to your knee, and gently roll up. Again, just one vertebra at a time, bringing head up last, double shoulder roll. Awesome. Oh, did you get it? All right, let's walk those feet back together. All right, want to sit up nice and tall, arms by your sides. Do some double shoulder rolls, just forward, picking them up, rolling them forward. So inhale on the up, exhale on the down. One more. Now let's reverse. Oh, and it feels good to loosen that body up, especially after you've walked, right? This is actually the order you should be doing a lot of your movements. We should always do, like if you were, we don't typically recommend stretching before you do your walk. Usually the stretch should come after. Now I know that's probably different than how you were taught when you were younger, but those are the newer guidelines, is to stretch after you've exercised, because that's when your body is warmed up. You're less, there's a lot less risk for injury in what we call micro tears in your muscles. So we don't want that. So we're actually doing this at a really good time with your body nice and warm. Okay?
I always found it a lot more important to stretch good after.
Yes, it is. You can do some light, like what we call active stretching in the beginning of a routine, but definitely your more static or holds, your stretches where we sit in a position and we hold it, it's always should kind of come after that exercise. So. All right, what we're going to do, let's go ahead and, are y'all able to stand up? Y'all feel like doing that now for just a minute? We're going to do just a few things to loosen up our joints. So you might want to come behind your chair. I'm going to stand in front of mine just for the folks at home who are watching on our Facebook Live. They can see. But that chair's there for support if you need it, okay? All right, so we're going to stand nice and tall. Get that posture back in alignment. All right, widen those feet a little bit bigger than hip distance. You want a nice firm base from the feet up. All right, we're going to take a deep breath in, reaching the arms as high as you're able. Now I want you to exhale, bend at your elbows and hinging from your hips. Inhale back up. Exhale over to your right. Inhale up. Exhale, bend. Inhale up. Exhale to the left. Inhale up. Exhale, bend. Inhale up. Exhale over. Inhale up. Exhale, bend. Inhale up. Exhale over. And we're going to do that one more time each side. Inhale up. Exhale, bend. Inhale up. Exhale over. Oh, it feels good to stretch. Inhale up. Exhale, bend. Inhale up. And exhale over. Now inhale up. And just release your arms there. And loosen up. All right, we're going to come back in our chair. And what I want you to do here, we are going to do some warrior poses in the chair for just a couple of them. I know you guys have been here a little while, so we'll be wrapping up here in a few minutes. But I want to do some warrior poses. I love warrior positions. We're able to do them in the chair. So our starting position, we're actually, like right now, you guys are sitting as we should sit in a chair, right? The correct way. We're going to actually turn sideways to the chair. So I want you to kind of walk around to your right side of your chair. So now we're facing sideways, right? okay? Or correct. All right, so we're facing sideways, so sitting up nice and tall. Now what I want you to do is your leg that's closest to me, that is your left leg. I want you to kind of walk it around and kind of heel-toeing it around. Now, the goal is 90-degree angles with your legs. If you cannot get there, you make it a smaller, right? What's smaller than 90? 65? Then there's a 45-degree angle, right? So find that angle that works well for you, okay? Now, our body's naturally going to want to come to the center. We want to do what's a little unnatural. Rotate it to where now we're still facing this wall here. I want you to take your arms and straddle your leg. Get that posture back in alignment, shoulders back. And with both arms, we're going to inhale up, gazing up at your fingertips. Only go as high as you're able with your arms. All right, now I want you to, you're going to take your left arm back, right arm forward. So we're stretching side to side here. But the eyes are going to stay gazing at your right arm. Now I want you to drop that right elbow towards your knee, bringing left arm overhead. Feel that nice stretch. Now I want you to bring that left arm back to the seat of your chair, anchor your body, holding on, right arm up. And gaze up at the tip of your fingers. And then release. So very good. All right, so I wasn't coordinating our breath a whole lot with that movement. I just wanted y'all to learn the moves. So now we're going to try that again with some breath. All right, so sitting up nice and tall. Big deep breath in, raise those arms up, inhaling. Now exhale, extending your arms to the side wall. Right arm is forward, left arm is back. Inhale, dropping right elbow, stretching over, big inhale. Now exhale, bringing left arm back, right arm up. And release. So y'all see those long breaths that we were taking? You know, we shallow breathe a lot, don't we? That's where we take those really short breaths, and that doesn't really cleanse the body like we want it to. So this is forcing us to take a little deeper breath, okay, and longer breath than what we would normally take. But let's go ahead and try this one more time on this side. You guys are getting the flow. Usually you get three. By the third time, you usually get it, right? All right, here we go. Let's inhale up. Good. Exhale, extending arms to the side walls. Inhale, dropping that right elbow to knee. Exhale, bringing that left arm back, right arm up. And release. Didn't that feel nice? Good. So hopefully that's a move that you can remember and do at home. It's very fluid, and it's, you know, a lot of times in yoga we take a lot of different moves and string them together, and that's what we call yoga flow. Okay, so you guys did a little bit of that this morning. So now we're going to hit the other side though. So just walk around. This will be our last move of the day. How about that? So I know you guys are worn out from all the activity we've been doing. All right, let's sit up nice and tall. Again, posture's everything. So that's always the first thing you want to do is get that posture back in alignment. All right, your leg that is closest to me. All right, that is your right leg now, correct? Just going to walk it around. All right, ideally the goal is 90 degrees. Remember, you can make it smaller, 65 or 45. Rotate that upper body. Now face this side. Normally we're in a room, I say side wall. This side of the street. All right, and straddle your leg with the arms again. Good posture still. Let's inhale, raising those arms up. We're just going to get the move for now, really reaching up tall. All right, y'all know which arm's going to go forward now? It's going to be your left arm. Right arm is going to come back. Now let's hold here for a second. What I want you to do is pay attention to what that back arm is doing. You may notice it kind of veering off. It may be at different points. Eventually you want that to be a straight line as a goal, but you may not be able to because of the flexibility or lack of it in that joint. So that's just a goal to work on. All right, so we're here. Now, if I was in yoga, standing up, this is what this move would look like. The warrior pose. All right, so now we're going to come here, drop that elbow, reaching over. Okay, feel that stretch. And now we're going to bring it up. Take that hand to the back of your chair and raise it up. Gazing up as the eyes are following those hands, and then release. All right, how was that? All right, some of y'all could probably do the standing positions. And we do that sometimes in class, you know, when we're, because I kind of know you guys and what y'all are able to do, but we're just sitting down today because we're kind of nearing the end of the workout. All right, let's do that 2 more times, so we're going to coordinate our breath. All right, your right leg, walk it around. You may have already had it there. I was standing up, so I have to get back in position. Rotate, tall spine, arm straddle leg. Inhale up. Good. Exhale, left arm forward, right arm back. Inhale, drop that left arm, right arm overhead. Exhale, left arm back. I'm sorry. Right arm back, left arm up. I'm always opposite of y'all. All right, and release. Good job. All right, let's do that one more time. Here we go. Inhale up. Exhale, reaching to the side walls. Inhale, dropping that left elbow, right arm overhead. Exhale, right arm coming back, left arm up. And release. And good job. How'd that feel? That's one of my favorite. I like doing those. I feel like it really, especially this move here, when we come here, we really open up through the rib cage, the shoulder, stretching the back, you know, getting some flexibility there in the spine. All right, so we're just going to cool it down for just a second. Go ahead and walk it back in your chair. We finally get to sit on the whole chair. All right, still good posture though. We don't want to slouch, right? All right, bring arms by your side. Let's go ahead and take your left arm and anchor to the chair, right arm down below. Inhale up, eyes following that hand. Exhale, reaching over. Inhale up. And exhale down. Let's try the other side. Inhale up. Exhale over. Inhale up. And exhale down. Good. Now I want you to extend your right arm. You're kind of flexing it away from your body. Your left ear, I want you to bend towards your shoulder. So don't force it, but you're going to feel a stretch there. So we're stretching out down the side of that neck. And remember, we always breathe. We never hold the breath. Okay, now slowly bring that head up first, and now release the hand. Ooh, that felt good. And it's going to feel like if you have some tight areas, like I'm kind of tight on that side of my body today, I can tell that I need these stretches. All right, true or false? Can you stretch every day? True. True? Is that right? Okay. Yes, you can. You can stretch every day. All right, and release. And loosen up. Our bodies need it. And y'all see, it doesn't take much. You can do it at home. You can do it in your bed. You can do it in a chair. You can do it lying on the floor if you're able to get down and up, okay? So I like to do it while I'm watching television. I'm kind of killing 2 birds with 1 stone. Just kind of get on the floor. For me, I just get on the floor and I kind of do some stretches. And I pay particular attention to the areas that are tighter in my body, okay? And the areas that you need to work on. Some of you may have gone to physical therapy for certain ailments, or maybe you've been in rehabilitation for whatever injury or even a surgery. Always continue what your therapist has taught you. You know, they're not, I know they teach you these exercises while you're in rehab or whatever, in therapy, but a lot of that's meant for you to be carry that on at home as well, okay? So continue doing whatever your therapist has recommended. We learned that last month in our Lunch and Learn from one of our physical therapists that spoke to our group. So awesome. All right, so now just loosen up. And now I want you just to rotate those hands. Roll back in your chair. And just relax. So now you don't have to maintain that really strong posture that we were maintaining during class. I want you just to really relax. Just close your eyes. Just pay particular attention maybe to your breathing. It's a little hard, I know, with these masks. But what I want y'all to think about today, in the spirit of it being Active Aging Week, like I feel like you guys are the ones who really get it. There's a whole group of people out there, your friends and family, who might not be actively aging. They might be more passively aging. We talked about how that is kind of accepting it is what it is, and maybe, I don't want to use the word giving up, but some people have given up on being able to make improvements in their health, and that's just not true. So if there's one thing that you guys can do different moving forward, what would you do to add more to your life, to enrich your life, whether it's volunteering, maybe being more intentional about calling friends and family that you haven't spoken to in a while. Maybe it is getting that walk. Maybe physically you want to age better, begin walking more. Maybe it's your nutrition. Maybe you feel like you need to make better choices in the foods that you choose. It could be keeping all of your doctor's appointments. That's super important. But I want you to think of one thing that you can do different or add to your life that's going to enrich the aging process. And just kind of ponder that as we just kind of let our heart rates return back to normal. And let our breathing rate return back to normal. All right, guys, I want you to slowly open your eyes. Good job. Oh, I left out hydration. Hydration is super important. I know a lot of people, that's an area they probably can improve on, right? It's getting more water into their bodies in a day. So that's super important. So I want to thank you all for coming out. Jamie and I honestly didn't know what to expect on a day like today. But look, the rain held off for at least this hour or so. So I'm very grateful for that. It wasn't as nice a sunny or gorgeous day out, but you guys all came out, and I hope you feel better. There's one thing about exercise. I never regret a workout, but I regret if I miss one, though. Don't y'all? Don't you kind of sometimes have that guilt or wish, I wish I should have worked out when I had the time to, or when I felt like I had the energy to. So I applaud you all for being here, ending your week on a great note. Thank y'all so much. Just a few quick updates, and this is for everyone at home as well. We have and I know we've had a couple people take this class already, but our, what is our workshop called? Aging Mastery Program. Our Aging Mastery Program workshop, that is, we have Monday is our last day to register for that. And what I mean by register, you just basically let me know that you want to take it. And obviously this is not an in-person program. So, because we're not able to meet in person. This is something that we're doing virtually or at a distance over the telephone. But it's really neat because we get to engage with a small group of people, and each week we're going to have, actually we're doing it twice a week, Tuesdays and Thursdays at 2 o'clock in the afternoon. I figured you'd have lunch already by then, maybe hopefully you're back at home, and we can just talk about all these different aging topics. and learn from one another and learn from what the experts have to say on a lot of these topics as well. So we have 10 topics that we cover during that program. It is a free program, but we do have materials and things that I will get to you if that is something you are interested in. We are only taking 15 people, and I already have a few of those spots already assigned to some folks. So yeah, so if you want to get in on that workshop, it doesn't cost you anything. Even if you can't make it to every session, we would love for you to be a part of that program, and then you can take what information you learn and share it with friends and family too. We are offering Tai Chi on Wednesdays. Miss Belinda, who's back there, wave Miss Belinda. She is our certified Tai Chi instructor. Y'all know we don't just put anybody in front of y'all, so she is our certified Tai Chi instructor who is teaching Tai Chi for arthritis and fall prevention on Wednesdays at 10 o'clock right here in this location. Okay, so I know she had a really good full class this past Wednesday. I hope you guys will continue to take that. Fridays we'll continue to do yoga at 9 o'clock just like we did today. And then we also hope to reschedule the walking event. Maybe we can get more people out to do another walk. So we'll be watching weather and try to get that in at a later date. So listening out for that. Another thing, real quick, the way that we communicate to you all, a lot of times is through the robocall system. You know, we have a lot of your phone numbers stored in that database. So instead of me calling 350 people, this is just an easy way to get out a quick message that we have something going on. We have recently changed that phone number. Before, it was showing up as an out-of-state phone number to your phone. It might have even showed up as spam. I think it showed up on my phone as coming through as spam. That phone number now is going to show up as our agency phone number. So please take it. That way you'll get the phone call and you'll get the message. We use it even if we have to have a canceled event. You know, like for today. You know, today was kind of late notice. We were really deciding as we went. But a lot of times if we know something ahead of time, you know, we'll communicate that way. So y'all make sure you stay in contact with that. And lastly, last thing, I didn't bring it out today because we didn't want it to get rained on. We have something called the dip jar. The dip jar is a really neat way to donate to an agency. We have purchased this little, it looks like a little jar or like a little dip system. You dip your credit card in it basically, or your debit card, and it's got a set amount on it. It's like $5, I think is what we have it set out. So we'll eventually have it at some of our events. I know you guys don't typically bring your wallets to things like this. You know, a lot of times you leave that stuff in your car and locked up. But if you ever want to donate to the agency, that's a really quick, easy way. $5, you know, that's basically almost a Starbucks coffee these days. But every little bit goes a long ways. But it's a really neat tool. We were going to bring it out today, but the weather, I didn't want it to get rained on, so we kept that inside the building for today. Any questions about anything going on? Jamie, did I leave anything out? All right, we love you guys. I'm going to sign off with our Facebook group, and I hope they all got those messages as well. Thank y'all for participating. Oh, I saw that Miss Barbara Perrine was watching. I hope you're doing well, Miss Barbara, if you're still here. So it's good to I would say see everyone at back in the Facebook world, but we do appreciate y'all joining us from week to week. Thank y'all for attending, and we will hopefully see y'all next time. Bye-bye.